Judge David O. Carter, who has been putting pressure on local officials to address the homelessness crisis in the Los Angeles area with more urgency, did a check-in on Thursday, February 11th, on the progress of one councilman's work on tiny homes, villages in the North Hollywood area. Carter presides over a federal civil lawsuit filed in March by the LA Alliance for Human Rights, a coalition of nonprofits, service providers, business owners and community members, accusing public officials around the region of dragging their feet on the homelessness crisis. On Thursday, Carter toured the sites that are part of a series of such tiny homes, villages planned in the city of LA. He first made a stop at the first one that opened about a week ago, on Chandler Street, in a city property at the tip of the North Hollywood Recreation Center, which includes more than 40 homes, almost all of which are already occupied. Carter also visited a much larger site, at Alexandria Park, tucked within the Valley Plaza Shopping Center. The site was still a hard-hat zone, with small tractors trundling about, climbing the uneven, dirt terrain of grooves, divots and metal bars. But that didn't stop the judge, who appeared absorbed in taking in the view of the busy construction site, from momentarily venturing further into the project at one point, sans required headgear. That prompted the councilman for the district, Paul Krikorian, to pull Carter back to safer ground, to wait for protective gear to be provided, before he guided him on the tour in a more official way. The Alexandria Park site will be 3 times larger than the first site, with around 150 tiny homes. While still under construction, the site resembled the start of a miniature, planned community, with foundations of the homes just starting to come together along numerous side streets branching off from what looked to be a future main road. The tiny village stands amid various permanent and temporary housing models, all being presented to help people experiencing homelessness. They are intended to serve as a way station where people can work toward permanent, and likely more spacious, dwellings. The village, nonetheless, has some of the qualities of a place with more permanence. Krikorian said that efforts are underway to increase more permanent options for people, but the tiny homes can be a way for people to not have to be on the street in the meantime. He said that he believes the service provider managing the villages, Hope of the Valley, will work with people to obtain stable housing. He added that unlike with some shelters of the past, people can also feel comfortable knowing there isn't a set time limit on their stay. Accommodations for pets, areas for storage of additional belongings and small plazas with benches and tables are a feature of such communities.